Choking in pornography is made illegal in the UK. A firefighter ended a baseball game with a fire hose after a ball hit his car. And a man chugged a bottle of Tabasco and challenged people to fight in a parking lot. These are the weird stories on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast hosted by a dude in a closet. Here I go. Choking pornography is going to be banned going forward in the UK. All pornography showing any sort of strangulation and or choking, which is a kink that people have. People like some stuff, man. They like weirder stuff than just choking. And if you've listened to Weird AF News, you're aware. People, have you heard of the kink genitalia mutilation? I couldn't even get it out of my mouth because it's just horrible. I don't know why you'd be into that. People are into what they're into, though, and there's a lot of choking in porn for sure. It's going to be banned in the UK. It's funny to me. I like to imagine, did they debate this on the that fancy Parliament floor in some hoity-toity language? A bunch of dudes in wigs. Yes, well, I, for one, find all of that strangulation to be quite offensive. You know, when I'm watching my pornography, I'd like it to be a little more classy.
Yes, and what about all the aggressive whipping? I don't like it.
Well, I, for one, am against the whipping and the choking, but could we keep the foot stuff? I do like that foot stuff. So the new laws are going to be centered around criminalizing pornography that depicts any kind of strangulation. Only strangulation, so you're off the hook, furries. This comes amid growing concern over the act being normalized in adult videos and movies and the effect it is having on young adults' sex lives. Oh, are young adults choking each other? I had no idea. I didn't even know they were having sex. I keep reading articles about how the younger generations are asexual. They're very busy playing video games from what I can see. Not even playing video games, watching other people play video games. Can you imagine? I mean, the levels of laziness. If my mother ever caught me watching somebody else play a video game, I mean, can you imagine? Now, I think I have a few Gen Z listeners. There's not many, but can you guys let me know what your sex life's all about? I heard you guys aren't doing it, really. My question is, when you're doing it, do you keep your Crocs on? Or do you have a pair of sexy Crocs that you put on that include a candle holder in the toe? The article says these legal changes will be made as an amendment to the Crime and Policing Bill, which is currently going through Parliament as we speak, meaning that this ban is expected to be enforced by the end of the year. So you won't be able to choke your partner, shoot video of it, and upload it online. So sorry to tell you.
Oh, great. Now who's going to choke me while I pet my squirrel? Huh? What next? I can't shoot video of me and me gimp? Me and me pet gimp?
I wouldn't say a gimp is a pet so much as it's more of like a slave, you know? I'm sorry, I'm having a good time just taking these UK accents for a little spin. But, this is a very serious issue, apparently, because it's pornography that featuring choking is normalizing choking, it would seem. But, there's a lot of other stuff on there as well. Are you going to take off the videos of young men having sex with their stepmom because that's normalizing sex with a stepmom? Yeah. If you do one, don't you have to do all the rest? There's a lot worse than choking on there. I don't know. Have you taken a spin through some of these places? And I'm just going to throw this out there. If you really, truly believe that exposure to certain activities within media is going to normalize that activity, shouldn't you go after some, violence in the media? There's so much of that. At the age of 17, you can buy a ticket and sit in a movie theater and watch people just blast each other in the face with AR-15s and bazookas. So, to choose this one little niche, the choking action in porn, just seems a little, I don't know. It just seems like you're not seeing the forest from the trees or something. I'm not a lawmaker, though, in a wig. I'm not a dude in a dress that gets paid to make the decisions on what others can do or not do in the privacy of their own lives. Thankfully, I would never do that. We have a quote here from one of the lawmakers behind this who says, cracking down on the appalling rise of strangulation pornography will protect women and send a clear signal to men and boys that misogyny will not be tolerated. Oh, how cute. You think that you're going to send a clear signal that everyone's going to get by just simply removing strangulation pornography from your area of the interwebs? First of all, there's VPNs. People can get this anyways. And again, there's worse behavior on there than this. And again, there's really no proof that when you remove the media of a certain activity that it actually sends a clear signal. People make decisions based on so many other factors than, just plain old monkey see, monkey do. The article goes on to say that people that act out strangulation in their sex lives may face devastating consequences physically because evidence shows that even a small amount of pressure to the neck can harm the brain, and there is, as they say, no safe way to strangle a person. Yeah, and if you play tackle football, that also endangers your brain, but a lot of parents are allowing their children to do it. I mean, this is about personal choice in your life. What you do in your own bedroom shouldn't be anybody's, is your business and not the government's business, if it's consensual, all right? There's so many kinks out there, and, many of them are dangerous to a body. A lot of it involves hitting, whipping, paddling, being tied up, not allowed to move or breathe, hung upside down, and, I've seen a lot of this stuff. So it just seems like you're not really getting the point if you just go, you know what, I'm just going to stop all the choking. That choking part's got to go. It's going to normalize choking in between partners. Yeah, well, I mean, there's other stuff on there that's going to normalize, 6 men finishing on a lady's chin. So what are we going to do, right? If you truly believe that what's going on in pornography is highly effective at impressing the youth, then what you do is you don't just extract one little category that you find disgusting. You spend all your resources and technology in preventing, at a very high level, as high as you can, preventing the youth from accessing this sort of media. People under 18, or however you want to frame it, 21. And then you're covering all your bases. You're saying, okay, there's a lot of categories that are degrading to women on pornography and men as well. And so we're just going to make sure that the extremely young and impressionable individuals in our culture, can't easily get to this stuff. I'm more for that than I am for censorship of anything. I don't want anything censored. That's a real slippery road you go down when you start censoring stuff. Anyways, maybe you disagree. I don't know. Send me an email. Tell me how you feel. funnyjones@gmail.com. An angry firefighter got his revenge and ended a baseball game with a fire hose after a ball hit his car. We have a very agitated firefighter that turned a hose loose on a baseball game in Montgomery County. This was to be a baseball game for the Silver Spring Thunderbolts, which are a collegiate summer baseball team in Silver Springs, Maryland. The game was canceled in Silver Springs after a firefighter allegedly sprayed the fire hose at the field, effectively flooding the outfield and causing a rainout. Now, this baseball stadium is at the Montgomery Blair High School. It's right next to the Silver Spring Fire Station number 16, so it's neighboring a fire station. The Thunderbolts coach, Brock Hunter. Brock Hunter, what a super cool baseball name. That's a perfect baseball coach name. Brock Hunter. Also, a pornography name, a porn name, as they say. Sounds like a choker, huh? Brock Hunter, definitely a choker. He told the media that one of their balls landed on a firefighter's personal vehicle during batting practice pregame. He says the firefighter took a hose and decided to spray the field. He was so angry, causing the game to be canceled. So some childish frat boy revenge? A firefighter? Get out. No way would a firefighter act like this after getting a pickup truck scratched. Why'd you park it so close to the field, dude? Your first day at work? You know you're next to a ball field, correct? Well, now you have plenty of time to park your truck wherever you want because you're going to be unemployed. Go park it at the beach. Oh, no, because then he might get really angry that a seagull took a crap on it. Start blasting the seagulls with a shotgun to the horror of the families around. Wow, imagine you destroy city property because you were too dumb to not park your vehicle in a danger zone, which you already knew about because it's next to a ball field. And I'd love to see how much damage was done. Was it really out of control? Did a windshield break? Listen, I've played baseball my entire life. I currently play softball. Cars are hit with foul balls all the time. Never have I seen a broken window. I've seen some little dents and scratches. Yeah, you could have just filed a claim with your insurer. Nope, can't do that. Gotta act like a child. Now, the Montgomery County released a statement regarding this incident. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service is aware of an incident involving water discharge near a local baseball facility on Thursday evening that resulted in cancellation of the scheduled game. At this time, we are gathering information and coordinating with the Maryland National Capital Park Police to review the circumstances. The fire station and ball field have coexisted as neighbors for many years. We understand the importance of this venue to the community and take all concerns seriously. They've been neighbors for many, many years. There might be something else going on around here. Maybe there's been a back and forth between the ball field antics and the fire station for a number of years, and then maybe this guy just was like, I had enough. Like maybe this was the 30th time his truck was hit. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with some reason that you would behave like this. I don't think it still justifies it. I guess we'll just have to see if the fire department agrees that this is a punishable offense. Will he lose his job? I mean, who knows? And if so, I mean, he could always bring his unhinged rage into the police department. They'll take him with open arms over there.
They say to only bring what you can carry. So with the all-new 2025 Ford Expedition Tremor, bring a lot. Like 3 dirt bikes, a few tents, an entire crew ready to make memories. A panoramic 24-inch display, and the confidence to push your limits. The all-new 2025 Ford Expedition Tremor.
Always consult the owner's manual before off-road driving. Know your terrain and trail difficulty and use appropriate safety gear. Max payload varies based on accessories and vehicle configuration. See label on door jamb for carrying capacity of a specific vehicle. Always properly secure cargo.
A man has been arrested after chugging an entire bottle of Tabasco sauce and challenging strangers to fight. Oh, what's this? Tabasco's got a new flavor? The MMA version? Have you tried Tabasco MMA? That makes you want to fight strangers. This story is out of, surprisingly not Florida. It's Sparks, Nevada, which is probably the Florida of the West. It says here a man has been arrested after the police say that he was seen chugging a bottle of Tabasco sauce and challenging random people to fight him in the parking lot of Scheels. I just had to look up Scheels. I've never heard of it. It's a sporting goods store, which is odd that he would be there because they don't sell Tabasco sauce. You think he would have been hanging outside of a Kroger's or something. This leads me to believe that he purchased the Tabasco sauce and then went to the Scheels parking lot specifically to meet somebody to duel. Oh, hold on, honey. Before we go into Scheels, I believe this gentleman's challenging me to a duel. Ho, hand me my Frank's Red Hot. I put that crap on everything. Okay, back to the spicy details of this lovely story out of Nevada. On Monday, officers with the Sparks Police Department responded to this area after a man was seen shirtless while allegedly challenging those around him. A security guard asked the man to leave, to which the suspect, 48-year-old Michael Smith, responded with what the Sparks Police Department called, quote, choice words. Oh, you responded with some choice words? They're not going to say what it was. And I wouldn't be able to read them on Weird AF News anyways, because I assume a man that would chug Tabasco sauce and challenge strangers for a shirtless battle in a Scheels parking lot probably isn't going to say anything nice. He pulled out a knife and challenged the guard, in addition to the choice words. Pulled out a knife and challenged the guard. You want to go? Let me guess, the guard pulled out a packet of super fiery Taco Bell sauce, downed it, and then finished him. No, that's not what happened. The security called the police, and they arrived, and they found Smith, who was still shirtless and carrying the knife around in a sheath. It says no one was injured in the incident. Smith was arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon and possession of drug paraphernalia. Oh, you mean he wasn't on the straight sauce? It wasn't just in case Tabasco gets a bad rep. He wasn't just, running on straight Tabasco. He was on some drugs, evidenced by the drug paraphernalia that was found on his person. Nevertheless, Tabasco company should totally capitalize on this commercially. Tabasco, it makes you throw down. Get shirtless. Get invincible. Get Tabasco. Tabasco not only puts you on the toilet, it puts you in the fight ring. And in other news, Tabasco has just partnered up with a switchblade company. And I'm just trying to think of ways in which Tabasco can profit. I don't know why. I'm not even a Tabasco fan, to be honest. It's like if you've had like small batch hot sauces, like you never go back to Tabasco. It's like cheap. It tastes that way too. But when you go with those indie, small batch hot sauces, you got to be very careful. I've learned because those things they take hot to another level, or they can. Whereas the mainstream ones, they're not. It's the kind of hot that's not going to, disable you. But I've tried some small batch hot sauces that like my mouth was numb the entire rest of the day. I was like, I would never buy that. I don't even know why you would make it like that, but I guess some people do dig that. They drip it on their private parts as part of their kink. Ban it. The article ends with this one final sentence. It says, the bottle of hot sauce was disposed of. Phew, thank goodness. We can all sleep now.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Ooh, baby, it's a weird world. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's hard to get by without the weird AF news. Do. That's right, you need the weird AF news just to get by. If you're listening for the first time, please consider subscribing. But let me just give you the lowdown on what goes on over here at Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast in existence. I do weird news 5 days a week. It's one guy in a closet. On Friday, I only do weird news from Florida. So that pretty much sums it up. I try and keep it squeaky clean for the kids. And occasionally I do really terrible impressions of other accents and famous people and pretty crappy song parodies as well. Although the song parodies are pretty dope, in my opinion. But I am biased. So anyways, if you would like to reach out to me at my email, I gave it during the show. Let me give it again. It's funnyjones@gmail.com. And I'm on Instagram @funnyjones if you want to follow me on the gram. If you want to support the show, there's a website that has some information on it for you. It's called weirdafnews.com. And you can join the Patreon or you can buy me a coffee. I have a new Patreon member named Jessica Owl. Jessica just became a member, and we want to give her some thanks and praise. As Bob Marley sang, give thanks and praise. Give thanks and praise. It's my bad Jamaican accent there. Anyway, shout out to Jessica Owl, just becoming a member of the Patreon. We appreciate that. She's very, very gratuitous and supportive, and that's the ideal listener, obviously. So please enjoy the extra content in the Patreon. I've been extremely busy in the Patreon. I put something in there every day for the past week. So and along with the announcement that if you are a member of the Patreon, you can join my Weird AF News Patreon only Fantasy Football League, which this will be the second one. I'm giving first dibs to the fantasy football team owners from last year that want to re-up and do it again. It doesn't cost anything extra. You just have to be a member of the Patreon, but you can play me in fantasy football, and anybody that beats me is going to get a prize. So, and I won the whole thing because I'm very good at fake football last year. I knew I would win the whole thing. Well, so maybe somebody can up their game and beat me this year. But if you think you can and you think you have what it takes, then please get on the Patreon and then hit me up about the Patreon-only Fantasy Football League upcoming. We'll do the draft probably next month, sometime in August, and we'll roll it. Anyways, Jessica, if you're into fantasy football, you can join. Shout out to Jessica Owl for showing some support, and you can do so too by going to patreon.com/weirdafnews. Stay cool and good luck with your life, man.